Welcome back to the Moms Interrupted podcast.
We're your hosts, Taylor and Natasha.
Between us, we're moms of two raising little ones with backgrounds in lactation counseling, childbirth education, and doula support.
But more than anything, we're two moms figuring it out in real time, just like you. So reheat your coffee, get comfy on the couch, and join us every Thursday morning.
This is Moms Interrupted. Hello.
So we're talking about the summer today.
Being sick during the summer, during the 4-month regression, I would not wish on my worst enemy.
Even like Osama bin Laden.
Cut.
I mean, maybe.
Anyway.
I don't know. When people say that, I'm always like, really? Like your worst enemy? Like I would.
True. Maybe I would. Okay. Anyway, that's what we're talking about today.
Why is everything harder in the summer? Like people are visiting, you're going places. I don't know. Obviously the fall is busy too, and the winter. I don't know. I feel like hot take, the spring is like the most chill season.
Yeah.
Summer feels the most crazy.
Yeah.
So anyways, what's been going on with you?
I was severely sick 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was absolute HELL on earth.
And it took the whole family down?
It took down the newborn and I the most.
Okay.
Newborn, 4-month-old and I the most. And then my husband too. Insane that usually it's my toddler that is the culprit and the one who's the most sick. And he was like totally fine. Thank God, because it was his birthday.
But also you're like, awesome. I'm so glad you're feeling so great. And like we're supposed to entertain you when we're ill on our deathbed.
I know. At least we could still send him to school and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone talks about how when you're pregnant, you can't take things.
Yeah.
But no one talks about nursing and what you can and can't take.
Right.
And I found myself Googling so much, sending you so many texts. I took Benadryl a few times because it was just in my pantry and I had nothing else. And I was like, if I don't sleep, I will die.
Yeah.
I will literally die.
Right.
Like they are taking every last ounce of liquid out of you.
Right.
And you can't take anything and you're trying to hydrate.
And you're so tired. And they're sick and fussy and you're like, I have nothing to give.
It is the worst. I don't know. I just was thinking about that a lot, about how like, wow, I forget how miserable it is to be sick.
I know.
And also be nursing.
Did you see that woman in Venezuela who was trapped with her 3 kids that kept her kids alive by breastfeeding them? They were like, not babies.
Crazy.
Yeah. So crazy.
Yeah, I'm over here complaining.
No.
You're like, shut up.
Just some perspective. No, that was not my point.
Like, okay. I'm gonna shut up.
I'm like, I don't feel bad for you. No. My point was that breastfeeding is amazing and like moms do it even when they're like on their deathbed and like, and it's I mean, it's really hard
that
when
they
you're
all
sick.
Survived. It is just so cool.
So cool. I mean, thank
Breast
God.
milk magic.
Yeah, and like a mother's will to keep her children alive. On a lesser scale, you keeping.
I'm sorry, but like way lesser. I'm like, it was my son's birthday. But I literally felt like I was dying. I know. Like it was so bad.
No, when you're sick as a mom, can we talk about that? Like as a mom, when you are sick,
you still get up though and do everything.
Because who else is gonna?
Yeah.
There's no other option.
No.
So it's
I would
just
argue
like
I was like operating at a higher level almost because I was like,
tweaking
I have to
out.
do these things.
Yeah.
And I was freaking out that I didn't feel good.
Taylor doesn't believe in like tissues or like toilet paper.
I'm allergic to tissues.
Yeah.
They're toxic.
So she's like sending me pictures of her with her snot rags. Like literal.
Bring it back to snot rags. Hot take.
You need a
carrying around a handkerchief.
No, I was just gonna say you need a handkerchief.
Yeah. No, that's literally what I would be on my dog walks with like a giant dish towel. Just like.
You know what? I bet it exists like in the crunchy mom world, but someone should invent hypoallergenic, like 100% cotton mom handkerchief. So I don't have to use my sleeve for my kids.
Here we
like,
go. Next business venture.
Sorry. Well, like predatory marketing.
Yeah. Anyway, nursing while sick would not wish it on my worst enemy, but maybe would. Wait, not to like back to me.
But kind of back
to me. I feel like it would be valuable for you to tell them, the audience, what you told me when I asked about Benadryl. And breastfeeding. I was severely sick recently while nursing, and I had absolutely no idea what I could or couldn't take. And when I Googled, it was actually very confusing.
Yeah.
And so I texted you. Thank God to have friends who are in lactation. I'm so lucky. And I was like, give me the down low on these over-the-counter allergy type decongestants.
Right.
And I was shook at what you told me.
Yeah, so Benadryl, it's been around for a very long time, but Claritin is first line of defense, Zyrtec second line, and then Benadryl would be third. I won't get into the specifics because like I'm not a researcher, but the reason why we want to limit the amount of decongestants that you're taking is because if you think about what it's doing, it's drying everything up, right? So breast milk supply too. So if you're breastfeeding, you don't want to take a decongestant every day. Obviously, everyone's different, and these over-the-counter medications and even prescription medications affect everyone differently. But there is research that shows that it can affect your milk supply negatively, right? Dry things up. So basically, you just want to be careful with the things that you take, not only because we're worried about things getting into the breast milk. Very small amounts get into the breast milk. Breast milk is made out of your blood. So it's not like your stomach contents go straight into your breast milk. It gets processed through, but you're always worried about what gets to the baby, but we don't always think about how it's affecting your milk supply. And decongestants can. It's a risk benefit analysis, right? Like, one time I had allergy-induced vertigo because my ears completely closed up. I wasn't pregnant or breastfeeding, and I was like, oh my gosh, if this happens while I'm pregnant or breastfeeding, like, what do you do? Right?
Wait, this made me think of something about breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned vertigo.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok video of someone who was breastfeeding, and the hormones caused the bones in her ear to fuse together and shift. God. And she's like, can't hear.
No.
She was like, just another thing to add to the list real quick of having kids.
You know the list girl?
Yeah. She needs to come on the podcast.
Oh, we need to have her on the podcast.
Call the list girl. We're calling you.
So funny.
I've seen so many people comment on our videos. Like,
add it to the list. Where's the list girl?
So anyway, I just felt like that was worth backing up a little to say that, because I not once thought about my milk supply.
Right. You think, can I take this? Is it safe for the baby?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Not how is it going to affect my milk supply? And it can. Like, a lot of things affect your milk supply. I mean, even mint. And a lot of people drink mint tea. I just had a lactation client, and she was like, I eat mint Altoids all day, every day. I was like, oh, it's probably fake mint, right? And then we looked at the ingredients. Oh no, just straight mint. And she was like, I put mint in everything. And I was like, you know, everyone's different. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't see exactly how it's affecting your milk supply, but like, we do know that it can decrease your milk. So there's certain things that, like you said, we don't talk about it enough.
Yeah, we don't.
Things. If you have to take a decongestant, take a decongestant. I don't want you to suffer.
I had to.
You have to.
Took it at 2 a.m. and I actually like really wanted to do the Benadryl because I wanted to also sleep.
Totally.
I was dying.
So that's a thing, right? It's a risk benefit analysis. Right. Before I ever got pregnant, I used to take a Zyrtec every single day because I have such bad allergies that I was just like, YOLO, I need to live my life.
Where's the sniffle comment girl?
Oh my God. She apologized. She was like, sorry, I was super pregnant and just, you know, in a bad mood.
Oh my God.
But to be fair, whenever I hear us sniffling, I cut them out. Hey, you do it too.
I know, but just not as much.
Okay, fine. Like, sorry.
You are the sniffle girl.
Okay, just for everybody to know, I have been to an allergist many times. I'm allergic to 10 out of the 10 things that they test for. I have such bad allergies that I get allergy-induced vertigo. I had to go to the ER. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. They test me for all of these cardiac problems. No, it was because of my allergies and my ears closing up. That's very rare. So let me just say, like, I know it's annoying. My husband thinks it's annoying. He's like, can you stop sniffling? I am aware of the problem.
True.
No, he's like honestly, divorce. Like, he is so annoyed by me. I'm allergic to pets. We have 2 pets. Well, 1 pet.
even like.
I'm allergic to the air. I don't know. I'm doing my best.
I don't know. Sorry, it's just so funny. Moving on. A lot of people asked so on the 4th of July,
Taylor was making fun of me.
I was meandering around the event that we were both at. And one of Natasha's friends was like, look at Natasha, look what she's doing. I was like, what is she doing? And I look and she's getting her palm read. And she goes, she's asking her if she should have the third kid. And I was like, no, she isn't. And so I took some BTS and I posted it. And so many people asked for the follow-up and asked what they said. So I don't even know yet. I haven't heard anything.
Oh my God.
I need to know. Are you having the third kid?
So I took a bunch of notes because I wanted to remember. I don't remember what the card was that she pulled, but it wasn't a good one. Yeah. She was like, oh. And I was like, oh, what? So we were at this 4th of July carnival and there was 5 or 6 palm readers or like psychics and whatever. And she was the main lady. Like it was her business. So I waited in line for her. And she was like, do you want to just do a normal, regular overall palm reading? Or like, do you have any questions? And I was like, well, I guess we could do the third kid thing. Like, should I have a third kid? So she got all my information. Like, how old are your kids? Like, how long have you been married? When's your birthday? Because they do a lot of numerology stuff too. So she flipped the card and she was like, oh, there's something difficult surrounding this child. And like, of course, you start spiraling.
Yeah.
Right. She goes, I don't know if it's just a difficult temperament. And I don't know if it means it's just going to be difficult on your marriage.
So like literally.
She doesn't know anything.
Yeah. That is a wide spectrum.
She was like, but there's difficulty. She goes, and it's going to be more difficult on your husband than you.
Oh.
Which, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Like maybe, I don't know. But she was like, I think you're going to do it anyway.
That's what I always say.
Yeah. And she said to the most interesting, basically it was, a whole nothingness sandwich.
Yeah.
Because, like your hot take is that it's going to be hard.
Yeah. Isn't it always?
Welcome to parenthood.
Yeah.
And pregnancy. Who knows? But you just start spiraling, right? Like what could it be? But the most interesting part to me was the numerology stuff, because based off of my birthday, like I'm in my 5th year right now, which is a year of like building and growing business wise and like personally. Mm-hmm. And then your 6th year is a year of growing your family. Wow. And so she was like, if you are going to do it, I would wait until your 6th year. So that would be after my birthday next year. So I thought that was interesting because that's kind of when we were thinking, like, if we're going to do it, that's when we would do it.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? I don't know. I like all of this stuff. I find it interesting. Do I like take it as a rule? Like, no.
Right.
So yeah, I would say that the overall takeaway is that I learned nothing. I have 0 clarity from her and about 47 new anxieties. So thanks.
So maybe don't see a palm reader for deciding if you need another kid.
Yeah, I went to ChatGPT and I was like, what could it be? And I went through my list of 47 things I'm now scared about. Infertility, health issues, development. You know what I mean? You just like,
okay,
so
let's
bad.
move on.
We have to move on.
Okay, so you just got back from a trip.
Oh my God.
Okay, first of all, like our summer's so chaotic. So you're going to see like my husband's coming on, Natasha's doing a solo episode. Yeah. We're trying to work it out for each other. But like she literally got back from a trip 2 nights ago.
Mm-hmm. At 11 p.m.
At 11 p.m. And then I leave for 10 days.
Yeah.
So we never see each other.
I feel like it's longer than 10 days, by the way. You're going Tuesday to Monday. It's like 2 weeks. Anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah. You know me though. I'm just like, no, it's actually. She's like, it's 10 days. I'm like, it's 12. Anyways, summer's chaotic. Our schedules are chaotic. Like you get back. Like we never see each other, you guys. Like we don't do anything fun together. We only see each other for the podcast and then we're like, bye, see ya.
Yeah.
They just got back from a trip. I went to my in-laws for 10 nights.
You were gone a long time.
Yeah. And it was great.
You're like a champ.
I know. But also my in-laws are so great.
I mean, so are mine, but like even with my own parents, I'd be like,
yeah. The nice thing is
enough space.
It's enough space, and like we had invited 2 couples to like come up. So like
fun.
Like we were like, we're going, here, so you should come visit. And so we had 2 groups of friends come up separately. My mom also happened to be in town. My grandma lives close by. So like we were busy. Yeah. So it wasn't like we were all just like sitting around together in a house.
Yeah.
Also, my in-laws are incredibly busy, like active people. So they were like, we have dinner plans 6 out of the 10 nights that you're here, and we are going to concerts. I feel like it's different when you're visiting for 4 days just to like see your grandkids versus when you go somewhere and you're like, we're living here for 2 weeks and we're gonna all do our own thing.
Right. Any travel insight?
It's a 4-hour drive. No rules on travel days. That's my motto. My husband and I panic bought a tablet the night before we left. And we just let the kids watch movies the entire time. I popped the pacifier in my daughter's mouth and was like, bye. Yeah. Didn't make a peep. Both ways. On the way back, we left at 7:30 p.m. thinking both kids will pass out. We've stuffed them full of dinner. We were at the pool all afternoon. Tire these kids out. 11 p.m. we arrived home. Both kids wide awake. Not a tired yawn. I mean, they both were fine. But
did they sleep in the car?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Neither child fell asleep. It was 11 o'clock. That's insane. Why aren't my children tired?
Take. When I am on the road at night and I see like the lights and stuff, I don't know why, it cracks me out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I hate driving at night because it takes me hours to wind down.
Interesting. You have issues, dude.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like
for sure.
Like
I told you, I am a baby that has been sleep trained.
Totally.
I require.
Yes.
All the things.
You totally do. You are a sleep trained baby. Yeah. I just saw a video.
I am an adult sleep trained baby.
I just saw a video on Instagram, and it was this mom. She was trying to be like chill on family vacation at the beach with her baby. And she was like, when your sleep trained baby is like, why are you trying to put me to sleep at the beach? And wouldn't go to sleep, but was so tired.
That's what I'm trying to not even get to with her. Well, I'm just like, if you sleep in a dark room for a nap here and there, great. Yeah. But I actually don't want you to get that used to it.
Totally.
The other day I was texting with a friend. I was like, we're going to the beach from this time to this time. And she has a younger baby. And she was like, oh, we can't because of nap. Yeah. And I was just like, you would die if you knew what my son's naps have been like this summer. They're like 10 minutes in the car, and then we plop him on the bed, and then he pees the bed because he didn't have a diaper on, and then he wakes up. And so it was like 15 minutes. And then we're like, whatever. I'm just like, I don't know. If I want to be somewhere, I'm not going to worry about it. But if I want to be at home and I want him to sleep, I'll worry about it.
I spent so much of my life, I wasted so much of my life stressing about sleep in the past. And one of the biggest benefits of having a second child for my anxiety has been being forced to let go of so many things that I thought mattered that I have now learned don't matter as much as I thought they did. Of course, I want my children to sleep. It's good for their brain development. Totally. Everybody needs a break. Everybody needs to have downtime. Yeah. But I was so obsessive about sleep because looking back, I felt like it was my only break.
Right.
And so
Which I get.
Yeah, of course.
Especially if you're home and you want a break.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I just wasted so much time and energy and mental capacity stressing about sleep and forcing sleep.
I think that's most motherhood stories, you know?
And it's just so nice to be like, I don't know, I think she slept like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And she's tired, I'm going to put her down for a nap.
One of my friends is a first time mom. She's pregnant now with her second. And she was like that chill mom from the get-go. And I would watch her with her baby, and her baby would be like sleeping at a restaurant when he was like 1.5, just like snuggling on her. And I know some of it's temperament.
Of course.
We talk about that all the time.
Of course.
But I also saw the way she mothered. Yeah. And I was like, wow, I really want to do that more, because I saw how like she didn't let it impact her, stress her out. And she just kind of like lived her life. And I want to do that more with this baby.
Yeah.
Because even though I'm type B, I still spent a lot of time in a dark room with a sound machine.
Well, it's really hard to block out that noise because
so
there's
hard.
so much noise saying this is how you should do it. And the sleep really matters for their development.
I know. I'd be counting the hours of sleep. Like, did they get enough day sleep? Did they get enough night sleep? It's like, wait, look at your baby. Are they okay?
Are they happy?
If not, maybe adjust something. But if they're happy, like, why am I
freaking out?
Yeah. This arbitrary number. Like,
one, it's like, it's a range.
It's a range.
One, it's not the same every day. Like, we don't wake up at the same time, go to sleep at the same. Yeah, it's like around the same time. But it's like, truly, they're not robots.
And adults too, like some are high sleep needs, some are low.
Right. Like I'm high.
Yeah, me too.
High.
Yeah. One of my best friends is like 4 hours, 5 hours a night. And she's like, fine.
That's how my husband is.
I was like, wow, you should be a parent.
Totally.
You will crush parenthood.
Will crush it.
Crush.
No, I remember my husband and I getting into so many fights in the first year of my first kid's life because I was like, I'm so tired. And he was like, can you stop saying you're so tired? And I was like, I'm so tired. Like, and he was like, well, why am I not tired? I'm like, well, let me tell ya.
If I had a penny for the amount of times my husband told me to stop saying I'm so tired.
Oh my God.
But then when he says I'm so tired, I'm like, shut
up. If my husband says he's tired, I'm like, when you're a man and you just evidence-based, you need less sleep. She's laughing at me.
Evidence-based, right?
It's true. We know now that women need on average 1 hour more of sleep.
Wow.
And then 2.
And yet we're getting less sleep.
Yeah. And then did you see like the latest thing that, I mean, who knows if it's real, but I saw it on Instagram, so it must be. It was like 10 nights of bad sleep will age you 3 years. I was like, cool. I'm 74.
More like
I haven't slept well since I was pregnant in 2021. Before I was pregnant in 2021.
I was just talking to my mom about this yesterday about how like I can never go back to where I was at for pregnancy insomnia. Like I can never go back. I'm done.
Well, you might. I do. No, not the pregnancy going back. Like, no. What I meant was I think it's going to continue to get better as your kids get older.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. We were saying the same thing.
I just can never like be pregnant again.
Totally.
Ever.
Yeah, that was very traumatizing.
I mean, I'm like very traumatized now by sleep.
Yeah.
And so that's why I've learned. Oh,
sorry.
During this postpartum, I have learned I need to never look at the clock.
Totally.
It really trips me out and gives me anxiety to look at my phone and see what time it is. Mm-hmm. And then I get frustrated and then it takes me a really long time to go back to bed. I'm like wired.
It like spikes your cortisol.
Like, I'm not asleep. I'm going to feel like shit. Blah, blah, blah. It's so bad. My anxiety over sleep right now.
Yeah.
So,
sorry.
God, Natasha, you're so distracted.
I know.
Anyway, that's my hot thought. If you're postpartum, don't look at the clock.
I also agree for my own personal experience. Looking at the clock, even now, not nursing, not postpartum, if I wake up in the middle of the night and I look at the clock, I'm like, if I fall asleep right now, I'll get 3 more hours of sleep. And then it's like 30 minutes later, 2.5 hours. And then it's like 2 hours. And then I'm stressing about falling asleep.
Yeah, horrible.
And counting. Like, it's like,
it's horrible.
Why am I Also, what is the clock?
That literally
like, who made
clock?
It up?
Yeah.
Did you see that the house?
Who made it up? Really?
Did you see that the House passed? It still has to pass through the Senate, but it passed.
No more daylight savings?
Yeah. Did you see that?
Like, welcome to our life as being from Hawaii.
I know. But also, if you look at the, I gotta say, like, I miss nursing a baby.
Oh.
I'm like sad.
It's the best.
It's the best. Okay. If you look at when the sun will rise in some of the northern states, it's like 9 a.m. And I'm like, shouldn't we make it so that it's like, you know what I mean?
You're like, who's making this up? Can I help?
I'm just like, okay, they're going to make daylight savings the new time across the board. I don't know. Like, I could be wrong, but like they're going to make one of them, right? Either the savings or the non-savings, the normal, right? Yeah. And say no more to the change. Yeah. And then I just want to know, how does Europe do it?
Yeah.
Like, are they doing this weird clock thing?
And
like,
know.
how are other people? Because people are like, I'm going to go to work in the dark at 8:30, you know? And I'm like, okay, what's Canada doing? It's very dark there.
Yeah. What are they
all of
doing?
our Canadian
Let us know.
Yeah. Like, what do you guys do? Like, do you go to
like, is time difference even that big of a topic in other countries, or are we just worrying about it as Americans?
I don't know, but if I had to take a gander,
if I had to take a ganda,
I would guess that we're making it harder than it needs to be.
So, I would guess.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, okay, also the law that's passing. What is this podcast about?
Well, daylight savings impacts moms.
Okay. Yes. So let me continue. I hate daylight savings. Okay. No, I don't know which one I hate, but I hate the change.
Yeah, me too.
March and November, like, shut up. Just keep the clocks the same.
Yes.
And if the sun is not coming up until 9, we should make it so that it comes up at 7. I'm not saying change the sun. I'm saying change the clocks. You know what I mean? Like, let's work off of what we've got going.
I love this tangent.
I
agree.
Yeah.
Here. Okay, wait, back to me. So
wow.
I was talking about waking up at night and not checking the clocks.
Yeah.
I just want to know, at 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, who is actually using a nursing chair? Here's my hot take, and you probably will have a different take.
Okay.
Who is getting their butt up, going somewhere else in the room and sitting on a chair to nurse their baby, and then walking back and then putting them back down and doing this multiple times throughout the night? Right. You don't need a chair. Right. You don't need a chair. You heard it from me first. Save like $1,000. Some of them are so expensive. Right. I'm sorry. Pottery Barn. Yeah. Someone was like, you need this nursing chair. I didn't get it, thank God. But I got an Amazon version that was still eco-friendly or whatever. A couple $100. Yeah. I like never used it.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Until they were older, maybe like a year and a half.
I liked the nursing chair for snuggling and reading books with my son when he was in the crib, right? Yeah. Now we just hop in his bed together and read books. So it's like all of these like day in the life influencer videos, and they're like, then we go in our nursing chair. Like, it's doing moms a disservice. I'm sorry, if you saw a day in my life.
I need to do a day in my life. Oh my God. People would be like, it is the most anti-aesthetic. Like, whoa.
A day in my life.
A day in my life.
If I had a drone following me for the day. And unfortunately, as a first-time mom, I fell for the propaganda that is a nursing chair.
Yeah.
I bought the Pottery Barn when I told my husband, I was like, this is something that we need a budget for. Like, it's important. You have to have a nursing chair. And it's like, what you need is a couch or a bed to be able to put your feet up and get comfy and nurse your baby. And then once they're a little bit older, you need nothing. Yeah. So it's just also temporary. And it feels like you need these like big things because it's going to change your journey.
Even immediate postpartum, hot take, I didn't use it. I sat up in my bed and used my breast fan.
That's what I'm saying.
With a ton of pillows in my back. Yeah. And it was comfier for me and easier for me to stay sleepy.
Yeah.
Instead of like get up and change my environment.
That's the thing. What I'm saying is like these videos or people tell you need it for the middle of the night to rock your baby. It's very dangerous to fall asleep in a rocking chair with your baby. Right. That's how a lot of entrapment accidents happen. And if you have your bed set up for
like a bassinet right there.
Yeah. A side sleeper or safe sleep in your bed.
Yeah.
Then you're setting yourself up better. I just think if you want a rocking chair in the room because it's like cute and
it's a part of the nursery aesthetic that I'm starting to realize is like kind of a scam.
It's propaganda.
And like, I'm sorry, like if you are working on budgeting, just don't even do a nursery. No. Revisit it at like 6 months when you're feeling a little more on it.
Or like a year when you're thinking I'm going to get the baby out of my bed or my room.
Yeah.
I didn't do my daughter's room until like yesterday.
Now. Yeah.
She's almost 2.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and then you kind of know their personality more too. Yeah. Like the baby doesn't need a room. They need you.
Yeah.
And they need closeness to you. Like all of the health organizations recommend that the baby's in your room for the first year anyway.
Right. If I had to scrap something, it's like, nix the nursery and instead use that money towards postpartum doula, house cleaning, support, meals, support.
Right. That TikTok trend. Oh my God, she's so snuggly. That TikTok trend that's going around. That's like the top 5 luxury products that actually are worth it postpartum. And it's like all these expensive
I sent it to Natasha.
Products.
I was like, I would literally not put these on my top 40.
No. That was a direct quote. Use that money towards a housekeeper to take something off your mental load.
Yes.
Grocery delivery service to take that off your mental load. One less thing for you to do. Postpartum support, whether that's doula, lactation, or both services, and anything to like make your life easier in the early days.
I have one that's so important that I feel like we haven't really spoken about enough, except for with my own experience. So recently I have a friend who, if she did not hire a separate male nurse to come and check on her postpartum a few days later, they would not have known that her blood pressure was 240 over 120.
Oh my God.
She got emergency rushed to the hospital for preeclampsia, postpartum.
Postpartum eclampsia.
Yeah.
Preeclampsia.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And had uterine blood infections that turned septic.
Oh my God.
She was hospitalized and she felt like crap, but didn't know, like, to the extent.
You have nothing to compare it to.
Yes.
Right.
And I just want to say, if you could budget towards like having a practitioner come and visit you at the home, because you aren't seen until 6 weeks and so many complications arise during that postpartum period.
Can I just say that as a lactation consultant, if we are doing a home visit for a mom who is newly postpartum, we are assessing the mom.
Yes. My lactation consultant took my blood pressure, took everything.
And a postpartum doula, like we are looking for signs that something is wrong. That is very scary. And thank God.
Thank God. Yeah.
And obviously it's rare.
Obviously it's rare. So for my midwives, and I know if a nurse is visiting you too, they check on things like your healing too.
Yes.
So that's something that maybe the uterine issues like would be more so nurse and midwife focused.
No, for sure.
Everyone talks about the postpartum care gap, but they don't talk about like the things that could help solve that.
Right. And budgeting for
and
those things.
I know it would cover what a nursing chair is. I know it would.
Right.
Isn't that crazy? That story?
It's crazy.
She's
is she okay?
Yeah.
Thank God. Real quick. So like the kids traveling stuff, I just want to touch on it because I think a lot of people, especially first time moms, stress a lot about or any mom like adding a new baby or a new child and traveling with them for the first time. Right. Like, it's not going to be relaxing, but like when you get there, I think it can be really fun if you just lower your expectations and set yourself up for success with your mindset. And I don't think this is something that a lot of people talk about. They're just like, oh, it's going to be awful. So I think that adjusting your mindset, knowing that trips that you go on now are not going to be relaxing. You're going to do kid-centered things, family-focused things. We went out to dinner with another family that has one kid. So we had my son who's 4, my daughter who's 1, their daughter who's 3. And we were like, we'll just go to an early dinner. And, you know, we brought sticker books and coloring boards, whatever. It was not good. And it was one of those restaurants where they have a super small inside and then they have a few tables outside on the patio. And like, it was 45 minutes of pure chaos. The kids' food came earlier, which you think we'll order the kids' food and then they'll be good. And then they were done and they were ready to go. And our food hadn't even come yet. And we were like, box up the food. We got to get out of here. Like, it's just, I know people don't want to hear about kids being in non-kid spaces.
Oh my God, the amount of hate we got.
I know.
On a video talking about how someone made a comment about, no, there's too many kids here.
Right.
And it's so funny because we actually weren't even at a restaurant. We were on a family vacation that's advertised as a family space.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. People were like, we don't hate kids. We hate parents that don't parent kids.
Yeah. And it had nothing to do with the video. It's just what happens is people have one bad experience and then it ruins it for everyone. And then they're like, I don't want to be, around. And like, I get it. There are times when, of course, like it's not appropriate to have your kids, or parents ruin it for the rest of us because they're not parenting, or kids sometimes just are crazy and there's not a lot that the parents can do.
I mean, the news article I sent you, in Sweden, a toddler delayed a flight for a full hour, and then they ended up having to deplane and then take the baggage off and all this stuff because they wouldn't sit and put on their seatbelt. And the whole discussion is like, should there be adult only flights?
I mean, fine.
Sure.
I don't
care as long as it doesn't jack up the prices for families.
Totally.
You know? Like,
totally.
I don't care either way.
And
but also put on headphones and just, but the delay would piss me off too.
It
would piss me off too.
Of
especially
course.
with kids. I hate delays.
Okay, here's my hot take on that.
Okay.
Of course, the delays aside. So like, we're on an airplane, we're in the air, and someone's mad about a baby crying or a kid, you know, being a child. I'm doing my best to parent my children. We're in a tin can in the air. There's not a lot of options. Everybody is doing their best. I understand that some parents suck and ruin it for the rest of us.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the majority of parents. The majority of parents are doing their best. And people don't have a lot of patience for crying or tantrums or all of those sorts of things. And I know some people will be like, then don't travel if you can't make your kids act a certain way in public. Okay, I'm allowed to exist in the world and so are my kids. But my hot take is I just think that people have lost their patience with families in general.
Yeah.
And that overall people don't have patience for kids and families, and people are like, oh well, parents don't parent well anymore and la la la. Like, okay, maybe that's true too. Parenting styles have changed. Maybe more kids are out in public. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of factors. Everything has nuance. But here's my hot take. It's harder for me on the airplane. I'm doing my best. I'm way more stressed than you are. If you are a single person on an airplane with no children, you get to put your headphones on, put your movie on. Oh, it's uncomfortable. Shut up.
So true.
You're alone.
The few trips I have taken since having kids where I'm alone and I like re-experience
Put me in an airport.
Whoa.
Put me in an airport.
The amount I get done, the amount of movies I watch, it's like
the amount of relaxation
it's crazy
that I experience.
Phone calls uninterrupted
in an airport alone. Even my mom says this every time she comes to visit still to this day. I'm like, how was the flight? And she's like, you know, it's a flight, but I was alone. So it was amazing. Like to this day, she's like, I still remember traveling with you guys and how stressful it was. And she's like, I get to read my book in peace. Like what you have to do is hard.
Yeah.
Me sitting by myself. Like, yeah. Is it a fun experience? No.
Yeah.
But I feel for the parents that are doing it.
Wear some noise canceling headphones.
Yeah. And turn on your movie and regulate yourself. Because you have the frontal lobe formation and development to be able to. My child doesn't. And I'm doing my best. Okay.
Yeah. Amen.
Speaking of planes though, I have a hot take.
Okay. Let's hear it.
And this is going to be controversial. I think that the lap infant age of 2 is too old.
Agree.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Are you kidding me? I had a 98 percentile son. My 1-year-old was the size of a 3-year-old. It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. Okay, so my aunt and uncle just won a flight back from France, and it was a three banger, right? Them and then a man with a almost 2-year-old. They were like, look, I feel bad for the dad because it was awful and we were just able to put our headphones on and do whatever we want. But that kid was not happy in the dad's lap. It's not an infant in your arms anymore. I understand it's very expensive to buy a flight for your child.
Totally.
But I think it's dangerous.
I think it's the airlines that are the ones that don't want to make the move, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, because it would be not popular.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Whatever. They do so many non-popular things already. Just throw it in the mix.
And it's like, okay, what? Do you discount the seat? Because
no,
it isn't safe and it doesn't make sense. They're getting up. I'm sorry.
They need their own space.
A lap infant to me is like
15 months maybe.
I was going to say 1.
Yeah.
When they're trying to crawl out of your lap, they're not a lap infant.
I know.
They're not an infant.
No.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
1 and 2 are like toddlers.
I think maybe 15 months. Okay. But thinking about walking, 18 months, majority of children are walking. And I don't think a child that walks is an infant.
They're not.
And so They need to either be in their own seat or they need to be in a car seat in their own seat. Right?
I agree.
That's my hot take on that.
We went to Turkey when my son was maybe 16, 17, 18 months. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah. It's a blur.
It was not good.
Yeah.
It was not good. Here's another little fun fact. The US is doing lap infants wrong. 100%. If you go on a European flight, they have a lap infant seatbelt. It wraps around the mother and clicks into their seatbelt so that they are safe.
Right.
Because in the US, they make you take your baby out of the carrier for takeoff and landing, which I'm sorry, carrier is safer. It's because if I'm not holding on to them, they're going to bounce right up if something happens.
Yeah. And what if something happens to me and I drop the baby?
I know. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. I wonder what the thought process is behind that.
I have no idea, but it rattles my bones because she'll be asleep in the carrier and then I have to take her out.
Right. And in addition to that, it seems less safe.
It is less safe.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I understand it's hard to get a 1-year-old to sit in their own seat, but it's also hard to get them to sit in my lap and then they're not buckled in. I just think it would be better if they had their own space.
I agree.
I don't know. There must be some sort of reasoning as to why it's allowed until 2. But to me, that child needs a seat at the latest 18 months.
When my son was 1 and 11 and a half months, I was going to Hawaii, going home. I was like, I'm going to push this one last time. Oh, I'm so sorry to admit that. But I did first class.
Yeah.
And so
you had a bigger seat.
We had a huge seat and the person next to me was like,
so pissed.
luckily didn't care at all and thought he was so cute.
Oh, thank God.
It's really a gamble who you're going to get next to you. And I admit it, I did it. I'm like, don't do lap infants over 1 and 11 months.
You know what? Like, look, same. I've done it, but I do feel like you have to try it to like really see. And then you can be like, that is not correct.
No, I wasn't even sitting in my seat.
Yeah.
My son was standing in my seat watching shows. And I was like walking on the airplane.
No, totally. They don't they need their own seat.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. We just booked a trip like 3 days after.
Like a family section of the airplane.
I agree. We've said that before on flights to Hawaii because, there's so many families that go to Hawaii.
So many.
And we said to people around us, like, oh, I guess we're in the kid area. But it should be like, let the people who don't want to be around kids be in the front. Like,
totally.
Whatever. I don't care. Put me in the back. I'm not like enjoying my time here anyway. So we might as well all be in the back together.
Totally.
Right?
I agree.
So make it good for everybody. And then put all the kids together. Let them entertain each other.
Yeah.
Great. Maybe there'll be some 12-year-olds that
this
will babysit.
Toddler would not stop screaming on our recent vacation in the plane. And all I kept thinking was, I'm just really glad it's not me. And I feel really bad for them.
Totally.
Sucks.
I've
been there.
Totally. Horrible. When my daughter was this age, we had a horrible flight. Luckily, it was a short one, but she just cried the whole time. And
someone made a comment to you, right? When you got off? Like
yes.
She was unhappy or something.
Yes. Oh my God, I blocked that out. But yeah, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
So you got to just set your expectations.
Yeah. Another thing on travel really quick, especially because you just had a long car ride. People who have babies that like the car or fall asleep in the car are living a totally different reality than those of us who have someone screaming bloody murder the entire time, even if it's just 5 minutes down the street. I mean, it is insane. And I am sorry because I did not know for my first.
Yeah.
And now I know.
Yeah.
And my heart hurts for all the moms that I ignored before.
I
was like, oh, that's dramatic. Just come drive to me, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Now I'm like, it's not dramatic.
No.
I suffer and I'm traumatized.
And I don't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It's so funny because I specifically remember us having this conversation before you had her.
Yeah.
And you being like, just throw them in the car. We're going to go.
I'm like, don't they just fall asleep?
You're like, we just plan it around nap time. That's what we do. And I'm like, yeah. 4 babies who like the car. That's great. That will fall asleep in the car. My baby, for the first year plus of her life, didn't matter if it was nap time or not.
Yeah.
She'll scream. She will not fall asleep.
No.
She will just scream. She's tired.
Yeah.
Not going to sleep in the car.
She did that the whole way to LA.
Dude.
And she is so funny. It's like the minute she touches the car seat.
Yeah.
It's like I'll be strapping her in. She's like, ah! Like she knows.
I bought a new car seat because I thought the car seat must have had some like painful aspect to it.
It's uncomfortable.
I was like, something is happening here.
Yeah.
No, just a gal that doesn't want to be strapped into that thing. Yeah. My son was a little bit better, but like still didn't love the car.
Yeah.
He would nap for like, 20 minutes or something. And then like that would be the nap.
Yeah.
I literally told my in-laws prior to this trip, like, we'll come visit you when she's older because I'm not doing the 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
I've opted to take the train. I'll fly to you.
It's horrible.
It's a totally different
reality.
Yeah. One last thing to say about travel is that I'm sorry to all the families that I, in my head, bashed prior to having children, being like, who in their right mind would ever go to a Disney resort or like a all-inclusive family resort? I was like, ew, don't you want to get out and explore and like,
right.
And now I'm like, no, we're going on vacation. We're going to the pool. And I want it to be all-inclusive and great if they have Mickey Mouse there because my kids will be stoked.
Must be like still me. My hot take. If you find me at Disneyland,
I know
something's wrong. Taylor's lost it.
You're like so anti-Disneyland. No, but I just mean like the family
friendly. Yeah.
Focused. Like that's their whole shtick.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is why. Because we went to go see some friends who were staying at like a nice resort.
Yeah.
And they were like, bring your kids to the pool. It'd be great. It was not great. Like people are on their honeymoon reading a book. Like it's quiet, nice food. My kids are doing flips into the pool. Leah jumped in without her floaties on. I had to jump in and save her. My kids are yelling, splashing. People are getting splashed. I'm like,
I agree. For hotels, it has to be family focused. Yeah. Or else, why?
So the whole time I'm trying to get my kids to not act like kids.
Yes.
I'm stressed out, and we lasted 10 minutes before I was like, okay, this isn't going to work. We have to go.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I understand now why people go to family focused or like would go to a Disney resort or would go to. But you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah. I'm just a hater.
This is more fun for everyone.
Yeah.
And I get it now.
Natasha went to Disneyland somewhat recently, and I was like,
never.
You could not pay me $5,000.
Wait till your kid's a little older. Oh.
No, I will pay you to take that.
I know, but I'm just saying, never say never. Cora might be a bippity boppity boutique girly. We'll just have to say.
That sucks. She doesn't have a bippity boppity mom. Anyway, mom talk.
Anyways, yeah.
Let's listen. Okay. You can listen to it okay.
Hi girls. I love the pod coming at you from Canada. Hi girls. I love the pod coming at you from Canada. Currently whispering as my 8-month-old is taking his second nap of the day and just passing that 40-minute mark. Not so much a question, but a crazy story postpartum. I was about 2 or 3 days postpartum. I'm a first-time mom, and my milk was just coming in, so my hormone levels were at a ultimate high. And my mother-in-law came over unannounced and requested that I change the name of our child to be more like, in terms of spelling, like her husband's name. So that is my crazy postpartum story. Feel free to give your thoughts or opinions on it. Just a note that.
Okay, so can I just say, we have this viral video about basically mother-in-laws, but like anyone postpartum who has opinions and or coming over unannounced, or then we have this message to them, right? And people, mostly mother-in-laws, in the comments are like, so sad, like your loss, whatever. Can I just say, this is why people are mad at mother-in-laws. Like there needs to be a course on etiquette because it's like
a grandma course in general.
I have a great relationship with my mother-in-law, which I have learned is very rare, and it's so sad because we're all moms and we all want to get along, but why are you acting crazy?
That is crazy behavior.
Coming over unannounced 2 days postpartum to request that we change our child's name to a different spelling. I'm sorry. Who do you think you are?
Insane. Period.
No matter how you say it, there's no nice way to barge in. Unannounced.
That was the first issue.
Right. The second issue, the audacity to ask me to change my child's name. Like, do you want to be friends or do you want to fight? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to start it.
Yeah.
But I'll finish it.
My final note on this is that there actually is a soon-to-be grandma class
at
one of the hospitals here.
Oh my God, great.
Because I was at a birth class once and one of the girls there was talking.
It's fine. It's just cashmere.
One of the
dry clean only.
I'm sorry.
No, it's literally
one
fine.
of the women there was like, my parents just got back from a grandma class.
That's really cute.
Needed, clearly.
Mother-in-laws get a bad reputation.
Yeah.
Similar to kids in public spaces. Like, one ruins it for everyone. And
right.
like, I don't think you should be offended. You know who you are as a grandma. If you're a good grandma or a good mother-in-law, you know.
Yeah.
So like, it's not about you.
It's not about that.
But it's just the ones that do stuff like this where you're just like, come on.
First, I want to applaud you for standing your ground and not changing the name because that is crazy.
It would be a more insane mom talk if she changed the name.
Insane. Anyway, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations on your baby. Congratulations on standing your ground. I just hope that this isn't a omen to the relationship because it's just so stressful. I want everybody to get along.
Yeah. But yeah.
Great job standing your ground. Yeah. And I'm sure your spelling of your child's name is cute. Like, what?
A lot of people commented on my spelling of Cora.
Yeah.
Like, why is it a K?
Oh.
I'm like, why are you asking?
Why does it? Yeah.
Because I'm clearly being like the Kardashians and having all Ks.
Clearly.
Kelly, Cora, Kiko.
Right. So like, leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Let me have my K.
Live my life.
And also, I hope that everyone in Canada is safe from the wildfires.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Really scary. Next week, you'll see me solo and I'm talking about my induction with my first birth. So you heard it here first. Also, you know what I think would be funny to start doing is start commenting wherever you listen if you made it all the way to the end of the episode.
Yeah, comment if you made it to that.
I want you to
You're
leave.
the real homies. We'll give you a gift.
I want you to leave a secret message in the comments. Leave a bikini emoji in the comments if you listened to this point.
Thanks for listening.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Thanks for hanging out with us today on the couch.
If you love this episode, and we know you did, make sure to follow Moms Interrupted on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube so you never miss an episode.
And if you have 2 seconds, rate us 5 stars. It helps more moms find the show.
And helps us keep growing this thing without charging moms.
Yay for moms! Share this episode with a friend, your group chat, or any mom who needs it.
We'll see you next Thursday on the couch.